Have a baby.
To give birth to a child. For example, Joanna is 9 months pregnant. She's going to have a baby soon.
Have a cold.
Suffering from a mild illness that causes a runny nose, coughing, and sore throat. For example, David can't come to work today because he has a cold and doesn't want to spread it to others.
Have a bad temper.
To have a tendency to become angry or lose one's temper easily. For example, Billy has a bad temper and often gets into arguments with his coworkers.
Have a birthday.
To celebrate the day of one's birth. For example, she is excited to have a birthday party with her family and friends this month.
Have a bite.
To take a small amount of food into one's mouth. For example, I have a bite of my donut. It's really good.
Have a business trip.
To travel for work-related purposes. For example, our boss is going to have a business trip to Los Angeles next week to meet his clients.
Have a chance.
To have an opportunity to do something or achieve something. For example, please call me when you have a chance.
Have a backache.
To experience pain or discomfort in the back. For example, after lifting those heavy boxes, Brandon has a backache and need to rest for a while.
Have a dance.
To dance, usually in a social setting. It can also refer to attending a dance event or party. For example, let's have a dance at the party tonight and enjoy ourselves on the dance floor.
Have a day off.
To take a day off from work or other responsibilities. It is a time to rest, relax, and recharge. For example, Nels has been so busy she hasn't had a day off for the past 2 weeks.
Have a discussion.
To talk about a particular topic or issue in order to exchange ideas, opinions, and information. For example, the boss had a discussion with us about the best way to grow the business.
Have a dream.
To experience a series of thoughts, images, and sensations during sleep that often feel real and vivid. For example, last night I had a dream that I was superhero and flying over the buildings, and it was an incredible feeling.
Have a drink.
To consume a beverage, usually an alcoholic or non-alcoholic drink. For example, I like to have a drink with my colleagues at the bar to unwind and socialize.
Have a feeling.
To experience an emotion or sensation. For example, Becca has a feeling that the interviewer was not impressed by her experience.
Have a fit.
To have an outburst of anger, frustration, or strong emotion. For example, when she saw the mess in the kitchen, she had a fit and started yelling at everyone.
Have a game.
To participate in a sports or board game. For example, we are going to have a game of basketball in the school this afternoon.
Have a haircut.
To get one's hair trimmed or styled by a hairdresser. For example, I need to have a haircut this weekend because my hair has grown to long.
Have a hard time.
To experience difficulty or struggle with something. For example, Michael had a hard time understanding this project
Have a headache.
To experience pain or discomfort in the head. For example, Sean can't go to the office this morning because he has a headache and need to rest.
Have a holiday.
To take a break from work or other responsibilities and go on a vacation or trip for leisure. For example, Mary is going to have a holiday tomorrow and visit her family in another state.
Have a hunch.
To make sure that it is correct or true, even though you do not have any proof. For example, we're not sure who broke the window, but we have a hunch it was the children will love to play baseball in the yard.
Have a jog.
To go for a leisurely run or jog as a form of exercise. For example, I like to have a jog in the park every morning.
Have a lecture.
To attend a formal presentation or speech given by a speaker on a particular topic. For example, we have a lecture on history this afternoon at the university.
Have a lie down.
To rest by lying down, usually to alleviate tiredness or fatigue. For example, after a long hike, I need to have a lie down to recover my energy.
Have a massage.
To receive a therapeutic treatment that involves rubbing and kneading the muscles and soft tissues of the body to promote relaxation and relieve tension. For example, Jane likes to have a massage every month to ease her stress and improve her overall well-being.
Have a nap.
To take a brief sleep, usually during the day. For example, Celine is feeling tired after lunch, so she thinks she will have a nap to recharge her energy.
Have a nightmare.
To experience a bad dream that causes fear, anxiety, or distress. For example, I had a nightmare last night that I was being chased by a monster and it was terrifying.
Have a passion for.
To have a strong interest or enthusiasm for something. For example, she has a passion for playing the piano, and she spends hours practicing every day.
Have a problem.
To face a difficulty, challenge, or obstacle. For example, Roni has a problem with his computer because it keeps crashing and he can't finish his work.
Have a relationship.
To be involved in a romantic or emotional connection with another person. For example, Kate and Zach have been having a relationship for several months and are very happy together.
Have a salad.
To eat a dish consisting of raw or cooked vegetables, often mixed with other ingredients such as meat, cheese, or dressing. For example, we are trying to eat healthier, so we will have a salad for lunch.
Have a sandwich.
To eat a dish consisting of 2 or more slices of bread with a filling in between. For example, I don't have much time for lunch, so I'll have a sandwich.
Have a shower.
To wash oneself using water that is sprayed or poured over the body. For example, the baby likes to have a shower in the morning to wake up and feel refreshed.
Have a snack.
To eat a small amount of food between meals. For example, the students are having a snack right now in the school.
Have a talk.
To hold a conversation or discussion with someone. For example, Mother is going to have a talk with the teacher about her daughter because she is crying in school.
Have a taste.
To try a small amount of food or drink to evaluate its flavor. For example, would you like to have a taste of this new soup flavor that I just made?
Have a try.
To attempt or make an effort to do something. For example, Charlie has never played tennis before, but she will have a try and see if she can do it.
Have an appointment.
To have a scheduled meeting or consultation with someone, usually for a specific purpose or reason. For example, I have a dentist appointment next Saturday morning.
Have an exam.
To take a formal test or assessment. To evaluate one's knowledge or skills. For example, Mickey has an exam in math next week, so he needs to study hard and prepare for it.
Have an ice cream.
To eat or enjoy a serving of ice cream. For example, it's a hot day. Let's go have an ice cream to cool down.
Have an interview.
To participate in a meeting or conversation with a potential employer to discuss job qualifications and suitability for a position. For example, Gary had a job interview yesterday.
Have fun.
To enjoy oneself and have an enjoyable experience. For example, I hope we can have fun on our trip.
Have something to eat.
To consume food. For example, I'm feeling hungry. Let's have something to eat.
Have soul.
To have a strong emotional or spiritual connection to something, often music or art. For example, that singer really has soul. You can feel the emotion in her voice.
Have success.
To achieve a goal or attain a desired outcome. For example, after years of hard work, he finally had success in his career.
Have trouble.
To experience difficulty or problems with something. For example, Jake is having trouble logging onto the website because the internet isn't working.